Hey guys, welcome back. So today I got a TCMMRC Avenger 225HD frame for review. Now before I got this frame, I had this thing in my mind that this is another Chinese company trying to aim for a budget oriented frame and they must be compromising on quality of the carbon fiber which they are using. But once I got the frame and I did some quick analysis, I came to realize that they are using some of the best quality carbon fiber out there in the market for a FPV frame application. And if you're going to look at the arm, you can see that the fibers are running parallel across the arm. So they know what they are doing and they have been into this game since a long time. And on further research, I came to know that TCMMRC is the manufacturer of many other famous brands. For example, 2 to 3 years back, iflight frames were made by TCMMRC and Beta FPV frames are still made by TCMMRC. So by this thing, you can get the idea that they are not a new company and they have been doing this since a very long time. And moving ahead, let's talk about the frame. The top plate is 2 mm thick, while the bottom plate is 3 mm thick, and the arms are 5 mm thick. And if you're going to look at the top plate, you can see there are some hexagonal cuts. So these hexagonal cuts give you the optimal balance between rigidity and weight saving nature of this frame. And let's talk about the camera mount. Now they are using some unique camera mounting design and it supports a 19 mm camera. So it supports your DJI camera, polar and all those kind of DJI fancy stuff. And also if you're running some old school analog camera, this will also support that without any problem. And over here you can see that there is some extension. This thing can be used to mount your GoPro, and in case if you're not using a GoPro, you can mount your GPS over here. Now moving back, we can see that there is a 3D printed mount for your DJI unit. So if you're using DJI unit, you can simply install your DJI unit in this mount. And in case if you're using Vista, they have also supplied you holes for your 20 mm as well as a 30 mm holes for your Vista. If you're using an analog VTX, you can also install it using these holes. This will work with any other analog VTX in the market. And at the back, you can see that there are some holes for your old school VTX. So in case if you are still running some old school SMA VTX, which have those SMA connectors and they don't have MMCX, so you can just put those VTX over here and route a zip tie over here to secure them, and that will work perfect out of the box. And in the front, you can see that they have provided a 3D printed Tpu bumper. So this will protect your front from any kind of severe impact. And same thing goes for the arm. They have supplied some Tpu arm protector. So this will protect your arms from delamination during a crash. And also if you're going to look at the edges of the frame, you can see that they have chamfered all the edges. So there are no sharp edges that will going to hurt your finger or tear the battery strap. Now, if we look at the back of this frame, we can see that we have an antenna mount for your DJI unit. And in case if you're using a Vista, you can just snap one of these antenna mount away. And at the back, again, you can see that there is a mount for your crossfire. And this same mount works for your GPS as well. So in case if you want to use a GPS, you can mount it over here. Now it is using a dead cat configuration, so the front arms have been pushed backward to prevent prop in getting inside your view. And also if you don't like this extension, you can easily remove that. You need to just unscrew the top plate and this thing can be removed. And also let's talk about the profile of this frame. Now this frame is using 25 mm standoff. So this is a slammed build in case if you want to do some proximity stuff where you'll be very close to the ground and you need to get those shots. And also you have dual stacking solution. In the center you have 30 into 30 mm mount as well as a 20 into 20 mm mount, and same thing goes for the back side. You have a 30 into 30 mm mount as well as a 20 into 20 mm mount. So in case if you want to run dual stack, you can do that as well. Now let's talk about the interlocking design of this frame. In the front, you can see that the front two arms are interlocking to form a single unit, and same thing goes for the back arms. And this actually increases the durability and stiffness of the arms. So in case if you want to run some higher PIDs and some very low filtering and get a nice tune out of it in which you have very less prop wash, then this frame will be the ideal frame for you. Now let's talk about the things which I don't like about this frame. Now there's only one thing which I don't like about this frame, and that is the camera mount. And if you don't like that camera mount and if you think that is too ugly, you can easily remove that camera mount. As you can see over here, I've removed that camera mount. So in case if TCMMRC is watching this video, they can go with a better camera mount for this frame. Other than that, this frame is a perfect frame in case if you are starting into this hobby or you are a beginner, you can't go wrong with this frame. This is actually a really nice frame. So that's it for today. I hope you guys like this. In case this video was really helpful for you, please consider subscribing to this channel. It really helps me a lot. Thank you guys.